Good morning. I'm the Reverend Julianne Lepp. It is a pleasure to be with you this morning for our Sunday morning meditation. It is the last Sunday in December, and it's so hard to believe that we will soon be moving into 2021, as many of us have greatly anticipated. And this morning, I thought our focus for meditation and grounding could be our connection with the web of life. And right now, there's a snow on the ground in Eau Claire and in the Chippewa Valley, and it's made it a beautiful holiday. Our opening words this morning are from Denise Levertov. Intricate and untraceable, weaving and interweaving, dark strand with light, designed beyond all spiderly contrivance to link, not to entrap, elation, grief, joy, contrition entwined, shaking forever, changing, forming, transformation. All praise to the great web. And so when I think of, our new year, I think of our connection to life. Many of us are striving to stay connected to one another through this web of the internet and also through this web of connection that you can't see, or at least not in discernible ways. The webs of love which bind us, the communities which connect us. So I'm going to light our candle this morning, our chalice this morning, for that hope of connection, that feeling of being a part of something greater than ourselves. And in Unitarian Universalism, we have diverse belief, and we respect that diverse belief. And so I invite you to connect with what you feel is holy. And I will start our time of meditation off with a reading, and then we will ground ourselves into some silence. This is by Yvonne Sion, and it's called Transcending Boundaries. When I was a child, I would stand and gaze at the starry firmament in complete infinity. As I stood there, the boundary that is time dissolved. I expanded my spirit to fill the boundary that is space. My being stilled, and all fear and anxiety disappeared. Forgotten were the chores, the homework, and the ordinary around me. Transcending boundaries was fun in those days, but as I reached adulthood, it became more difficult. More and more the world was with me as I did chores and homework. More and more my own fears were with me as I encountered others. More and more I was aware of the boundaries of race, class, age, and gender. I felt myself cringe at the bantering youth in the street when they came nearer. I felt myself tearful as I encountered senior citizens living with pain or limited choices. I felt myself becoming angry because I was subjected to the indignities of being rejected by others. The writer is Black. She says, because I am a woman, or because I'm a blind person, or an openly gay person. I felt myself becoming unwilling to acknowledge my oneness to the addicted person who is my friend, or the homeless people sleeping on the benches in the park. Today, transcending boundaries is hard work. For one thing, I've created more of them since I was young, and I've built them higher and higher and stronger. For another, I am more self-righteous and less humble than then. Sometimes when I am at my best, I remember that the other I distinguish myself from could be me. Another place, another time, another circumstance. And then I remember the words of a colleague who observed that my racism, my sexism, my homophobia. So I take a deep breath and begin to release the fears that are the boundaries between me and my fellow humans. And so we think of ourselves, we think of the interdependent web of which we are a part. And that's not just nature, or the infinite sky. It's our fellow human beings and all of life. And for some of us, that also contains a sense of spirit, something larger, whether that's capital L life or God or goddess or whatever words we use. What are the boundaries between you and that connection to life and the web? What are the things that separate you from that feeling of connection? I invite you into a time of quiet, time of meditation, to feel those boundaries loosen, to feel yourself connected and grounded, something greater than yourself. I'm going to ring our meditation bell and invite you into this time of quiet. And slowly we come back into this space, and this time, ring the bell. Come back to our present awareness. I love this new crackling candle that I got for the holidays. It makes such a nice sound during our meditation. We think about those things that connect us, especially post-holidays. Some of us missed out on things that we have done over the years and had to rethink those connections and how to keep them alive. And if we can think of any gift from 2020, maybe it is that rewiring of the webs of connection. And as we've had more time to examine what has value for us and what is alive for us. I know for myself, I've thought a lot about my time and how I spend my days and what's important. And I hope that in 2021, I can feel more connected to what I want to be connected to and have boundaries around what is not healthy and what I'd rather not have in my life. And I think there's times in our lives where we feel guilty about that, where we say, oh, I should do this, or I should do these things for these people, and we don't always honor what is in our best interest or even in their best interest by setting boundaries. So I hope that you find light in these days, these winter days, and I hope that you find connection and peace and grounding. I'm going to close our time together with these words from Kathleen McTeague. May the light around us guide our footsteps and hold us fast to the best and most righteous that we seek. May the darkness around us nurture our dreams, give us rest, so that we may give ourselves to the work of our world. Let us seek to remember wholeness in our lives and the weaving of light and shadow in this great and astonishing dance in which we each move. Namaste, my friends. I greet the sacred in you, and I hope you have a beautiful morning. Hope you can join us at 10 a.m. for our Sunday service. We celebrate the festivals of light in this season and also our annual fire communion. Blessed be.